Buongiorno. A Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Wish you a Merry Christmas. Wish you a Merry Christmas. Oh yeah, wish you a Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Tidings we bring to you and me. Ooh, tidings of Christmas. A happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Oh yeah, we wish you a Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Today is December 12th, 2018, and it's a gorgeous sunny day here in Italy. We just left our hotel. Look how pretty. Countryside of Italy. The other side of us have better pretty views. Right now, my side, it's can you see it? It's so super bright sun. The countryside of Italy is so beautiful too. All the farmlands over there, and I don't know what else. Except maybe it's more like crossing big corporate probably farm, because that looks huge, that building. I don't know where the cute family farms are in Italy, but so far this is where we're at. I'm gonna end this video because it's way too bright. Let's see. It's like a church, I think. There. Highway driving. I'm so glad I'm not driving. Yes, I like being a passenger. Get to see the view. Our driver Marco is a Superman. All the long distance driving he does, top of driving within the city, well not big cities, but small cities and small towns, all that driving. Different kinds of areas of driving. Also driving in and out of tight spaces. I'm thankful for Mark because he is making this journey an awesome thing, because he helped us go from point A to B. May the Lord bless him. Gorgeous view of the town countryside. Well, there's a lot of major highway, but for sure the smaller highways has more, what do you call it? Sightseeing highways? No. Wherever the small, country roads, probably more gorgeous, seeing the farms much better, and the countryside. But even on this major highway, it's still gorgeous. keep seeing trains coming by. There's a train line. We're heading into Venice, or it's called Venezia here. But pictures doesn't do justice. I'm gonna do a quick shot.
我已經贏翻錢啦，我自己走啦，走啦下家啦。
They were like, maybe that's a metro train really, and some are just railway trains with passengers for long distance.
呢個其實嚟講咧，直接講嚟講咧係叫做個地方叫做亞對里亞係，佢另外一個地方啊嘛，就因為好大嘅，好似愛琴海都係地中海裡面嘅。係都係，但係一個愛琴海咧係當時嗰個國王啊，最早的國王叫做希臘的希臘的那個克里特島，後嚟所有的希臘的歷史都是那個克里特島開始的。
Gracia Rosa, if you can see that.
法拉利
blurry.
啊，那個火車的法拉利啊。
This is not the best.
啊，法拉利啊。這個呢是意大利做的法拉利啊。
We're racing the train, but I don't know, the train's faster. Oh, no, is it slowing down? Yeah, probably a little bit. 如果佢慢啲就停啦先。啊，有藍色，哦，哇，車哇，咁多火車啊！
天氣好啊，威尼斯如果係落雨嘅話咧，蒙查查冇，演雨唔靚㗎。
啊！ Another double decker one. That's a good for long distance for people want to sleep. This is the train lines. No wonder there's so many trains. You train lovers out there, you got excited for this video. Wow. 火車總站啊，呢度係。Okay, I'm recording now. Today is December 12th, 2018. Very sunny and gorgeous today. We are taking a 10-minute ride. 10-minute ride to Venice, I believe. Boat ride. As they call it. Venice. What a beautiful day to visit Venice today.
象征地球，也带领当时的威尼斯人向着全世界转发之心，在地球上方单脚站的这位西武女神，手持金方，随风摆动，金方起到了分向光的作用，它的多流镜将中国水上文明传播到了全世界的。它左手边的波海光后呢，现在在岛左侧映入眼帘的还是一个绿地铺装的大钟楼，圣马可钟楼。岛上最高建筑就是7.6米的高度。钟楼下方，我们步行可以到达的圣马可方方粉白三间，头身角倾，2楼回廊式的建筑，总督府又名道济宫。紧挨着总督府前方有一座相对比较在2楼全封闭的2个小窗户。那我们刚才总督府的，它也是曾经的最高法院所在地。古时候，当一个建筑手上后，无私而精巧，透过2个多多的小窗户，望向一眼望眼四蓝天，有个就是感慨，因此的而得名太西桥。为它提供是一个说更有取名为光飞户，名字呢叫做维多利奥安德罗士。那么1866年，从这位南部将军呢游览之美的统一意大利，在威尼斯列入意大利的大块当中。大多不会超过3年几分钟时间，我们现在放。那么当地的小学生他现场挂在嘴边的口头禅叫做 "Piano Piano"，意思呢就是慢慢来，慢慢来。一会儿呢，等小车子上船，站好了板后呢，我们再一位一位下去。那么下班之前呢，请各位带好各自的随身品，东西呢千万不要拦在摆渡上。
Look at the Christmas.
踩落咗搭咧，你就成日都
Joy to the world, the Lord has come. Let earth receive her King. Let everyone prepare I forgot. Sunny distracted me. Give me a second. Joy to the world, the Lord has come. Let earth receive her King. Let everyone prepare room. Let heaven nature sing. Let heaven nature sing. Let heaven nature sing. Merry Christmas.
You're riding on a boat
In like one of the canals of Venice. Of Venice. However,
好凍啊！呢啲
Italian
識
says.
水啊，游都好凍啦嚇。游我識游嘅，歐洲就識啊，係啊，咪咯，係啊，我嫁落去嗰度啦，第4座啦，25歲已經喺嗰度。
Cute.
村男嘅咯，係啊，喺嗰度啊，你擺低俾我拎，我同佢拎住咗。呢啲好文。
There's a traffic jam in the canals. There's like 2, 3 other boats ahead of us. Let me see.
哇，坐下一個啫啦，哇，又到第2條啦嗱，哎呀，真係。
This is Stacy, the present day me. Apparently, I didn't do a live Facebook video years ago because I probably didn't have strong Wi-Fi connection at the time. So this is the end of day 7 reflection time. It's been many years, so I don't remember all the details, but let's go over. Yeah, going to Venice was fun. We only have several hours, but yeah. So you saw that we had to drive we stopped for lunch first before we took a boat shuttle into Venice, which it took 10 minutes. And then, oh, the ride, the gondola ride, was pretty fun, but lasted 10 minutes. Actually, it was really short. Um, yeah, I rode on the boat with my relatives and two family friends. Just listen to the gondola peddler, or what you call it, because there's no standing, so you can stay seated because they put you in position to even out the boat and do your best to look around. It was fun to see the different canals and things, people walking. Yeah, you could easily get lost because it seemed like a maze. By the way, the gondola peddler doesn't sing to us, just stereotype. Maybe somewhere else in Italy, the gondola peddlers will sing to their customers. I don't know. This is just pure business. They have like so many people that come in, so many tourists, so they like pedal for 10 minutes, then they go back to the dock, and new group of tourists come in. So it's not maybe romantic as maybe other places. I don't know. I was with the tour group, so yeah, don't know about that. Anyway, so after that, we met up with a local tour guide because our tour group tour guide, the Chinese guy, Mr. Lau, was not familiar with Venice, so he used the service of a local tour guide who walk us around areas because the streets of Venice can be very confusing. Like, there's no map. I guess you can get maps somehow, but even Google Maps won't be accurate because of how it is. So, yeah, we even stopped by and saw a glass kind of factory. It's not a major factory, but there's a section where artisans make glass sculptures, glassware, glass, all kinds of glass stuff. And so we got to see them blowtorch, melt some glass to shape it. And then we went to the storefront and see the glass and stuff. I mean, if anyone want to buy it, but I don't think anyone in our group want to buy anything because it's made of glass. How we supposed to import it back safely to our homes if anyone. But anyways, out of that, it was fun. We have, and then we went over to this shopping area for luxury items and other snacks and holiday gifts and stuff. And in the beautiful building inside has some Christmas decoration. There's you see pictures earlier. I saw Christmas trees and stuff. And in the center, there's like a cafe for people to go buy, I guess, coffee and get snacks or something. So there's people just hanging out there, just drinking some coffee and eating little snacks and stuff. There's some live music, I believe. There's someone playing piano. I'm not sure how you go upstairs. I don't know. Everyone stayed in the first floor, as they say, or the ground floor in English, but they call it first floor in European. So I got tired of don't want to look through the stores, so I actually went outside a little bit to get fresh air, and I saw this famous bridge thing. Is it La Ritolo or something? I think it is, but I didn't have a chance to figure out how to go across that bridge. That'd be cool, but I didn't much time because we had like 45 minutes stop in the shopping area. So I saw the water, people passed me on their little boats and stuff. And then I went back to the store to meet up with everyone else. And then to check how it is. Oh yeah, we also have more time to walk a section of some streets that I don't know the names of, to see local shops and stuff. There's also a lot of touristy areas. Like we met a shopkeeper who actually not from Venice at all, but he's a foreigner. I don't remember where he's from, but he sells like stereotypical, you know, Margaret Mardi Gras type of mask also, yeah, celebration type, all kinds of knickknacks. So I think we bought a few items from him. Also, what fun to see. I have notes here because I can't remember. Uh, my relatives and their and a couple of family friends, we as a group, just the six of us, walked and saw a store called Nino's and Friends. It was quiet, like there's no one in there. We decided to go in there, just curious. And then we saw these two shop girls. They were like so excited. There's people showing up, and so they like welcome us, and they keep giving us all these samples, like different types of chocolate, different candy, even some pesto and olive sauces to taste with little crackers. Some of the treats was pretty yummy. The ones I remember was there's a lemon flavored treat and I'm not sure, another chocolate treat. I don't remember exactly what kind of chocolate. Maybe it's close to dark chocolate with something. I'm not sure. Those two were my favorite. I wish I remember. I mean, much more about it, but yeah. And the young ladies were telling us like how poor they were because they were like it was so quiet, like they were like just chit chatting with each other, just like. But we just made their day. The six of us, we chat, we smile, we laugh. Um, yeah, because we were like in there. A few minutes later, a few strangers from the street came inside because they're curious, like, what's all this action? And they start looking through the shelves and see different treats. And then the shop ladies went over and give them samples to try, like, So I'm happy we were able to bring in some business. And then after that, a few more people from our tour group, from our Chinese tour group, a few of them came in. The other Chinese side to like curious about it. And so, yeah, I think some of us bought some chocolates and other treats or something. Yeah. I mean, I don't know exact location. Nino's and Friends. You have to wander around and see. Also, earlier, I'm not sure it was before this shop or after that shop. We also, the six of us, went into a local convenience store. It's like kind of like a grocery store, but not quite because it's small, compact. But it does have they have some small selection of produce and fruit, fresh fruit, and also a lot of canned food too, and dry snacks and all these little things for people who live around here there to go buy conveniently, stuff they need. I mean, majority of people in Venice are actually from Venice. There's only, I think, a small population of people who stayed in their family homes can somehow stay there. But majority of people are short-term stay people. They're tourists and maybe short-term visitors that stay in a lot of Airbnbs and hotels there. One day it would be nice to stay at a Venice hotel, nice little bread and breakfast, and I could wander the streets, wander the canals, ride a longer gondola ride around more, see more stuff. That'd be fun for a few days. And take my time and see what it's like in the evening when all the tourists leaves. Like, well, by the time we got back together as a whole tour group, we met in a meetup spot. It was actually dark, and the majority of the other tourists are left. And then we saw people went off that or overnight guests or locals, like went to the local restaurants around to start eating dinner by then. And my Chinese tour group and I met with our tour group leader, Mr. Lau, and then we took a shuttle boat back to where we need to meet up with our tour bus and our coach driver. after we boarded our coach bus, our driver drove us somewhere outside Venice to another Chinese restaurant for dinner. So right now I'm serving or the restaurant and the food we ate the night. The dinner was all right. I mean, I did like the egg drop seafood soup. That was tasty, and I think I like that beef dish with the bell peppers tossed in with rice. That was, if I remember. I was looking at the pictures to see what I liked. Anyways, like you were asking, like, but you're in Italy. Why didn't you try more Italian food or any other local food from other European countries? Well, if you travel with a Chinese tour group, they prefer eating Chinese. So we got to explore all kinds of Chinese food that fit with local ingredients across different European countries. So, I mean, I didn't show all of it here on YouTube, but in the past, when I saw on Facebook, my Facebook friends got to see different Chinese, you know, family style lunches and dinners and stuff. The breakfast we ate at the hotels, and usually we eat what is locally served for, you know, in these hotels and stuff. Some are more continental breakfast food choices, and others have like, oh yeah, I remember this Italian uh, hotel that they had like cute little teapots. It was like some good tea, and we had, I think, cheese and crackers and fresh fruit and some kind of pastry, and it was so delicious. That breakfast was like my favorite breakfast at hotels. I don't remember which Italian hotel that was, but yeah. And also the one we stayed back in was it Switzerland the first time around, that stayed in the hotel outside of Interlaken, I believe. We had like, looks like kind of similar to like Scandinavian type of breakfast, but a little continental choices too. I remember there were like oatmeal, there's fresh fruit, of course. There's some different meats and bacon and coffee, and then of course tea if you wanted stuff. I'm trying to remember. I remember the dining space for breakfast was dim. The light was, there wasn't bright lightning, so it's like dim, like cozy. Try to be cozy type of feel to this place. And that's when also I noticed other people that stayed at the hotel outside of my tour group. It's kind of cool to hear other languages being spoken and people going around and trying to try different food and stuff. That was a good, interesting place to stay. Yeah. The hotel outside of Interlaken, I believe. We had like, looks like kind of similar to like Scandinavian type of breakfast, but a little continental choices too. I remember there were like oatmeal, there's fresh fruit, of course. There's some different meats and bacon and coffee, and then of course tea if you wanted stuff. I'm trying to remember. I remember the dining space for breakfast was dim. The light was, there wasn't bright lightning, so it's like dim, like cozy. Try to be cozy type of feel to this place. And that's when also I noticed other people that stayed at the hotel outside of my tour group. It's kind of cool to hear other languages being spoken and people going around and trying to try different food and stuff. That was a good, interesting place to stay. Now we're at the end of this vlog. I don't think I have anything else to share about Venice. Ciao. This is present day Stacy. Well, that Facebook live video from 7 years ago got cut off, and it was really late. It was past midnight. I should have getting ready for bed at that time 7 years ago. So we stayed a night at Living Place in Bologna, Italy. It was really nice there. There's Christmas tree, and it's nice to have Christmas decorating there. So yeah. So soon after that, I think I posted a few things before I went to bed. I only have a few hours of sleep because we had to wake up really early. And we got breakfast to go because the kitchen staff at Living Place was amazing to pack our breakfast in baggies the night before and then gave it to us in the morning as we check out because we had a drive to Florence. That's why that night we arrived at the Living Place and pretty late, but we got some sleep to wake up for day 8, which is heading to Florence. That's why I'm giving you this reflections kind of time warp because I keep editing and changing, and by now I have a haircut. But all these reflection pieces is actually made in 2025, so yeah, it's a lot of trying to remember and stuff. But the Living Place was a good spot to stay. It's somewhere around the Bologna area, except we didn't get to visit that city, but I heard it's pretty nice. But we arrived in the dark late and left pretty early in the morning before light came sunrise. So so the morning of day 8, we were so happy to have our baggie, basically a brown paper bag full of our to-go breakfast. And if I remember, it was a piece of orange, a granola bar, I think, or was it bread, something like that, and maybe juice or bottled water, or maybe was it carton milk. Had to be one of the other, something simple that we could eat in the coach bus the next day, which is there's all this time working and editing, and I don't know how some YouTubers out there do this smoothly, but I'm doing my best. I am just myself doing all this edits and compiling all these vlogs for my European tour of 2018 that's happened. So, but I like making this together. It's so fun to relive the experience, and also by doing that makes me like thinking, I need to go back to that country and see different things, or I miss certain things. So yeah, my to go to travel places is getting pretty long, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it back to these places. So I'll do my best with the time I have, and depending on if I got the money and how I'm gonna do this, I don't know. So stay tuned if I want to share future travel vlogs and videos of where I'm up and about. But I'm doing my best here, so hopefully you enjoy my amateur edits of my vlogs. So I don't think of anything else to share, but I can say that stay tuned for tomorrow's vlog as we explore Florence and Pisa. Except not much, just a small section of Florence and a little bit of time, like an hour and a half in Pisa. So stay tuned to learn more about that. And thank you for watching. Good night.